Okay, take two of this video. I already filmed this one time prior, and sometimes I forget how small paperbacks are and how big my hands are, so yeah, we're gonna refilm this. I took a poll either a week or two ago, and I just wanted to get a feel for how long you guys wanted these pickup videos to be. I know sometimes like people don't want to sit through like a huge haul. They don't want to sit there for like 20 minutes plus. So I decided to break this up into parts due to feedback from you guys. If you missed the video, I had it up for like a while. I got like a general idea of what you guys wanted, then I deleted it. I just wanted a little short little poll just to know, how people wanted to see books I picked up. I'm doing them because apparently in Central New York, I don't know if this is all over, but September seems to be book sale month. So there are book sales everywhere I went. And also, some of these books are books that I just randomly picked up anyways, and I will get into that. But I'm going to mention it right now that, do expect two more of these videos. The books I'm going to share with you now are not from book sales. I'll tell where I got them from and all of that. But there's going to be two more pickups videos for this month. I'm kind of randomly filming these. I don't know when I'm going to upload them. I might upload this one this weekend, or I might wait till the end of the month. I really don't know. I'm just filming when I have time and just, in preparation. First up, we have a book that I had picked up from a secondhand thrift store. This is The Clock of Dreams. This is by Brian Lumley. I picked this up because I remember reading Brian Lumley when I was a teenager. He wrote this book about vampires. I think it was called Necroscope. I really enjoyed that. It was something I read when I was 14. So yeah, it was a long, long time ago that I read that. I might have to reread it. But this did sound interesting. It's kind of it looks like it's a blend of sci-fi, horror. Let's just say it's weird fiction because it says it's in the tradition of H.P. Lovecraft. And it kind of blends elements of science fiction and horror, apparently. Never seen this before, and this is one of the reasons why I love buying secondhand books, because I was thinking about this after I had filmed this the first time around. I was like, I think people that turn their noses up at used books are really missing out on gems like this. Because to tell you the truth, I don't even know if this is still in print. But that's what you get when you go and buy secondhand books. You find stuff that you may never have seen before. Like this one. This is by Roald Dahl. And for you that are not familiar with who Roald Dahl is, he's the guy who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the BFG. So yeah, I really found this to be interesting. This is a short story collection. Apparently it was written for adults. And it's kind of weird and strange, creepy stories. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know that Roald Dahl had wrote books for adults, let alone stuff like that. So I was like, yes, I'm definitely going to bring this book home. I got a bunch of Asimov books free from my local library. They have a free table and people leave stuff there. This one is a short story collection. It's robot centered. One of them is by Isaac Asimov, and the rest are a bunch of other authors who I'm not really familiar with. But if I like their short stories, I may go check out other books by them. A couple of these are books from series like Robot City. And apparently I missed out on getting books 1 and 2 of Robot City. Either they didn't donate it or somebody else had picked it up before me, because they were kind of buried underneath some other books. And then there's Robots and Aliens book 3. But I might be able to read these without having read the prior or any other books around them. I've only really read I, Robot by Asimov, and I really enjoyed it. So that's why I was really going to jump on those, because I know he's good at writing like series books. Also, I picked up this one, which I found really interesting because I didn't know that Asimov wrote anything but science fiction. This is a murder mystery that involves a satanic cult with a Martian connection. So it's kind of sci-fi, but it kind of crosses genres. So I found that to be interesting, and like I said, I didn't know that Isaac Asimov wrote anything besides sci-fi, and just out of curiosity, I want to see when this is published, because I'd never heard of this. Oh, this is from 1980. So it's short stories. Okay, it's a short story collection that are kind of like horror themed, so that one could be interesting. And last but not least, I used to purchase more books from Craigslist more often than I do now, and kind of on a whim, I decided to go ahead and browse Craigslist books for sale section. And I go there because sometimes you're going to get a really good deal on Craigslist as opposed to getting from Amazon or any other used bookseller, because people don't want to pay for shipping. They don't want to be bothered shipping out books. So sometimes you'll find a really good deal. And this one, and another thing I want to add before you guys go out and look on Craigslist for buying books, make sure you do it safely. Try not to go to someone's house unless it's like, you know, like if it's out in the country, don't go to their house. Because, you know, for all you know, they're a serial killer. Because there were like a couple of Craigslist killers that were using it to bait people and lure people in so they could murder them. So just do it safely. Meet in a public place. That's all I'm going to say about that. But anyways, I picked this up from some couple in my city. They had purchased this for their 13-year-old daughter for her birthday. I guess she's really started to get into gothic horror and really likes Edgar Allan Poe and comic books and all that. And they got this for her birthday, and then they realized they thought it was a little too graphic for her. I guess the murders of the Rue Morgue was really graphic, and they thought it was too graphic for their 13-year-old daughter, so their loss, my win. I'm definitely going to read this in October because I do have a number of spooky kind of horror, supernatural, and maybe even true crime books that I'm going to read in anticipation of Halloween. And I don't know if I'm going to do a review of this. I may or may not. And I'm also going to read the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe, and I might read those at the same time as I read this. If you guys are interested in me reading any of these sooner rather than later, leave a comment down below. One other thing I want to mention is that I'm not going to include Amazon links for each and every book because I don't know, truth be told, whether these books are even in print anymore, because like I said, that's one of the things that happens when you buy used books, is sometimes you may luck out and find a book that is out of print that you just happen to find a copy for really dirt cheap. So I'm not going to go, but I will link my book depository link if you'd like to help support my channel. If you want to look for these books on there, feel free to do that. I do appreciate any and all who have purchased books through that link or through my Amazon links or whatnot. I don't get AdSense, so it really helps me out. Even though it is a small percentage, I think I get like 7 or 8%, which isn't a lot. Like if you purchase something for $10, I'm getting like less than, you know, whatever. I'm getting like a very small percentage of that. It is what it is, but like I said, every little bit helps out, and I'm not getting AdSense. But that's all I got for you guys. Stay tuned for 2 more of these pickup videos. Like, the other ones are going to be the books I got from book sales. I went to 2 different book sales, and I will share those with you then. I don't know when I'm going to upload them. I've been pretty sporadic. I will do it before the end of the month. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do these back-to-back or if I'm even going to upload them soon. I may or may not. We'll see when we get there. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, later.